Hello guys, welcome back to our second interview. This time we have a special interviewee. Savant27. Why is he special, you may ask? Well, you will find that out in the next few questions. Hello Savant, welcome.
Hello.
So let's get to the point. When did you join Straight Up?
I joined Straight Up on June 22nd, 2019, about 2 months after the server started.
That's quite early in the server's history. Was Spawn already griefed after the first 2 months?
There was basically no signs of damage or griefing. There were no cobblestone mountains. And there were no walls because it was me and a few others who made the very first walls.
Alright, so you didn't have to escape Spawn. What did you do when you joined?
I don't remember exactly where I spawned in, but it was an extreme hills biome, next to a river. I didn't really know what to do or where to go. All I knew is I didn't want to get killed by another player on my first day. I saw a small dirt bridge over the river, and some floating leaves from a tree someone had mined. So I just thought to myself, there are people that way, so I'll go in the opposite direction.
What was your first base like?
My first base is also still my current base. I founded the mausoleum on July 27th, 2019. It has lasted me and 2 friends for more than 6 years.
Damn, that's a long time. You must have traveled far before settling down.
Yeah, I traveled for 5 days before I settled down.
Did you join any bases in your time on Straight Up?
I usually keep to myself, but I was a part of several marine lands, and a lot of group builds near spawn. There was also Meow's Tundra Base, which was a very popular spot when it was around, and a few others I can't name. I think my favorite group base was fixing up the Wise One Sanctuary, which was a safe haven for new players.
What is the most notable thing you have worked on or done on Straight Up?
Too many things to name.
Well, I guess just let loose.
I think the most notable would be the war against Giddle and the formation of the Sacred Six. To make a long story short, Giddle griefed Cowboy Town, and me and 5 others hunted him down. If anyone wants to know more, I wrote a series of books on the server about that conflict. I built the PP Castle in the jungle near spawn, a sky arena where we kidnapped new players and made them fight each other for our amusement. Me and several friends built the original spawn walls, which were originally just lava, until we had to turn them to cobble to stop them from being destroyed. I don't usually grief bases I find, but my favorite time I griefed someone was a base owned by a player called Jabul. I was just exploring around the ruins of Cowboy Town and came across this enormous underground bunker full of Nazi and Hitler-themed decorations. It was really fun griefing that. All of my gold and diamonds that I still use to this day were stolen from that base.
That's indeed a lot. So let's now talk about your time as a server owner. How did you become a server owner?
The original admin imp dude ran the server off an old computer he had. And then, in December 2021, after more than 2 years of Straight Up, the computer just died. Completely. We thought the server was gone, forever. But Imp Dude was able to save the world file. He didn't want to deal with online server hosts. So I offered to do it for him. And the rest is history.
In what state was the server when you took over?
When I first became admin, we all thought that we would never get to play on this world again. So there were a lot of people who were eager to get back on. Something you learn when you've been around as long as I have is that the server population is always changing. That ebb and flow of the population up and down is the life breath of the server. People log on to check out a new update. Schools get let out. And then you have people logging on because they see other people online. Then the update gets old, or a new game comes out, and people take a break to do something else. I like to brag that I still hold the record for most concurrent players online at a single time, right around 40. But the truth is that we hit those numbers because we had the gourd wars between melons and pumpkins going on, and there was Pumpkin Town, which was the largest group base in the server's history. It wasn't me who made us hit those numbers. It was the community and people like Wendigo and Kamina and Wonderblunts. So if you want to see more people around, try starting some drama or a group project with some other players.
Well, let's not start war immediately, Savant. I haven't even finished decorating my Guardian farm. Was running a server stressful though?
It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun too. The worst was when someone had some sort of connection issue, and you don't know if the problem is on your end or their end. Or when a plugin is updated, and you don't realize that it messed up your config files. And so there's issues that come up and you don't even know what is causing them. Also, what most people don't think about is that I had to stay neutral in any player conflicts, because it would be unfair if I were to take sides. So even though you meet a lot of people, that part can feel kind of isolating.
Yeah, that is indeed isolating, and we have seen IJsmeister's headaches recently with the paper devs. What were your favorite parts of being server owner?
I think my favorite thing about being admin was just going around from base to base, seeing what everyone was working on, and meeting new players.
I wish I could do that too, but IJsmeister would never put me on the advertising role. I would love to shoot vids in a lot of places for the server.
Yeah, he would never give you that role. Also, your vids don't get any views, so don't get delusional now.
When did you know it was the right time to step down and promote IJsmeister to server owner?
After almost 3 years of running the server, I decided that it was time to pass the torch. And that's when I asked IJsmeister, who was one of my first friends on the server, if he would want to step up.
Do you think IJsmeister is doing a great job at IT?
Yeah, I do. It's the normal stuff like posting advertisements every single day that ensures we have new players joining. And that's something that I wasn't always able to keep up with. Every Minecraft update is different. Sometimes, updating the server is easy, but other updates take a lot of work. And switching the server to 1.2 1.7 was definitely one of the harder ones, with bugs that were causing the server to crash. I think it would have taken me a lot longer.
So after you stepped down, have you been playing as a normal player again?
Yeah, it's been nice to play like a regular player again. The very first project I started after stepping down was Marineland 5, which was put together with some old friends, and Filbert II. Now I've got a few other projects I'm working on, but I'm not ready to disclose those yet.
That's wonderful to hear. Marineland 5 looked really impressive. I am saddened about the grief and the passing of Filbert II. Talking about interesting names, how did you come up with?
I've got to go. Splat's son is trying to jump off my roof again.
Okay, that will be it for now. Thanks for coming, Savant. As you might have missed, the advertisement section is gone for now until someone wants it back. Later guys, and don't share those. Damn. Courts.